All right. Let's see what's on today's agenda. Yes, some Armor Core as usual, but we're going to have a discussion. Something a little new. Something I have wanted has happened. Now you're probably wondering, what do you want? Well, a while ago, a couple months ago, I made a few of my videos have me talking about how I want Dark Souls players to play Armor Core. And I'm seeing now more and more on YouTube that Dark Souls players are actually trying Armor Core. Some like it, some hate it, some are like, the controls are really tough, but it has, good aspects. And I'm hearing all these fair complaints, all these understanding ones from my beginning, and it makes me reflect on my beginnings in Armor Core. From my struggles to my deficits to my eventual skills growing. And I have heard none of them so far say that the Armor Cores are bad, but it is an interesting game. It's a game that they like, a game that they always find themselves coming back to. And I'm seeing a lot of people like 3, and some people like 2, and it's making me happy for the fact that, yes, they are trying Armor Core. And there's like this stigma that because it's an old game, no one wants to play it, it's going to be null and void, because, well, Armor Core 6 is out. Now everyone wants to know, what's Armor Core? How is Armor Core? What would you call an Armor Core? And because of this, and I feel because that people are actually trying out Armor Core now, I feel nothing but joy. Alright, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. Actually like learning the gameplay. They're actually understanding what Armor Core is and how it evolves. As the gameplay changes in large degrees or small degrees. Why they'll bring back these elements. Why these Armor Cores are relevant. And they're seeing the fun. Even though it's not like lore is everywhere around every corner, you have to kind of look for the lore. Little areas, small moments. And the gameplay isn't just like a movement shooting. It's got some skill. You gotta actually know. It's not about timing. It's about anticipation. It's not about boss maneuvers. It's about how much Daka you can put out or how you can avoid Daka. What moves are predictable, what aren't, how do you provoke, what moves they use to provoke, what don't. And I'm seeing this, and I'm like, oh my god, they're actually giving Armor Core like their attention. They're saying, wait a minute, this is happening now because we see a video of actual gameplay, which is generally the Armor Core gameplay movie. You always have an Armor Core gameplay movie at the start of every Armor Core. And they're seeing this now. They're like, this is really gonna happen. And a lot of people now I've seen are like, wait a minute, it's coming out on the 25th, the 24th. I'm like, they don't understand how fast Armor Core released. I mean, if I were to like, pop out for a minute, and like pull up, and go over here. I pull up like the actual release of Armor Core 3 for a minute, and I pull up Silent Line. You'll see like actually like they're fairly released fairly soon. See, this came out in 2002, Armor Core 3. All right, and the wiki people are actually crazy into Armor Core. And it's like I don't even think they're up to it. And then we had Silent Line. 2003. Okay, I remember. I just turned 10. My brother told me, Nick, I just got a new Armor Core. And I'm like, no way, what is it? And he says, Armor Core Last Raven. And I'm like, whoa, so there's something after Nexus? And we were having so much fun playing Nexus at the time. And let me pull up Armor Core Nexus now that I'm talking about it. Because 2010 was a very big thing, Armor Core Nexus 2004, okay? it was a little while. It was a wait. It was a longer wait. All right. We had Silent Line in 2003. Okay. Then we had Nexus in 2004. This is where the control schemes changed, movement changed, and of course we also have, Ninebreaker, which a lot of people generally don't like, and I kind of not. I'm not that ecstatic about Ninebreaker, but it also came out in 2004. The Nexus and Ninebreaker actually came out really, really close to one another. Ninebreaker was like, getting used to the controls. Nexus was like actually like utilizing them and doing missions and actually working on mission load times and how the missions would affect the actual gameplay. The Nexus was sort of bulky, that's why Nexus was 2 discs. They had all these things they wanted to do. They wanted essentially a callback anniversary edition with disc 2, and disc 1 to be like testing how the missions would handle and how they would render assets. They only ever evolved. And now what we're seeing is the graphic technology, skills, and AI that they developed through Elden Ring and Dark Souls being implemented in Armored Core. Because in Armored Core, the AI was, it's fairly stupid. You can predict a lot of it. That's why you can win a lot of your AC fights by like moving and shooting. But as someone who's fought against a human being for a long time as a sparring partner, my brother, there is a difference between fighting something that can predict you and react to what you throw at it versus something that is set to a preset pattern, okay? Those are MTs, those are training MTs. They're dumb AIs, literally made as dumb AIs, okay? If I want to fight an arena opponent, like I fought earlier, this guy fixed it, alright? Moving and shooting, not always. He adapts, he changes his weapons, he uses different patterns. Uses a pistol for stun, gets close with a high intense blade, has a low impact missile, which is sort of technically a torpedo, but it's weird. Alright, that goes very close to the ground and it moves up when the moment you fly up. So you can't avoid it by going up. You have to back away and outrun it on the ground. You have the 4 spread one, that's like an all directional. Okay. Then he's got the cannon core. Alright. Let me see. Can I show the specs? Let's show the specs. So, this is an orbital core he has right on. It has 2 orbitals, it's got 8 shots, they shoot high intense damage. Back weapon on the left, 4-way spread, high intensity laser blade, that's the Moonlight. He's got a pistol that actually has really good stun accumulation. The purple missiles are like the low ground ones. His boosters are pretty okay. But he's also got that head unit there. That head is actually really good versus ECM. Now this is a solid build. This is an opponent for most people who like start an Armored Core they'll have difficulty with. And the reason why they introduce a character like this is for you to say, wait a minute, that guy was really tough. I should change up my build. Well, in a lot of my videos, I do this thing where I start like changing my AC designs or say I'm redefining it because in Armored Core, you don't evolve your design, you're going to stagnate and die. Okay? This is going to be a large factor in the upcoming Armored Core. It's been a constant throughout the entire series. In Armored Core 4, well, in Armored Core 4 was kind of a moot point. I mean, you could change up your design and it would affect your overall health and how your refraction, your primal armor refraction would affect. Which was, still fairly important, but you'd have to do more with, like, actually, like, I don't think I'm countering my arguments here. No. Maybe. That's what I was saying, Armored Core 4. When you defeat an AC, you got FRS memory. That's sort of like accumulating like your ability for your like psychic power, or how much you're tied to your links, or your AC. Let's just call it AC. God, I really hate calling them links. Your Armored Core, you tie in better with your Armored Core, and your FRS memory like allows you to have more abilities, like, and you have your attributes and the breakdown. Just pull up any of my Armored Core 4 videos. Watch me like messing around with the AC design. You'll see like what I do. You'll understand what I'm talking about right now. There's always a different way to win. Now, what I just got was a machine gun. This changed a lot in Armored Core. It became a burst fire weapon from Nexus up, and then in 4 it was back to being a straight aimed rapid fire weapon, very little burst, and it was kept on that way through 5. Nexus and Silent Line really changed the way how people looked at the machine gun, because for a long time the machine gun was like the way to go, or like a really fast firing rifle. Okay. And machine guns have very good stun and heat accumulation against enemy targets. That's why I'm getting it. Now, let's see. I have enough avoidance here. Get rid of my legs. I want something with a little bit more oomph for legs. I don't want something too crazy. Well, this will do it for me. It's not, not the crazy part. Alright, what's my generator? I want to see what I got on the insides here. Oh, alright, actually, that's really good insides. Alright, so yeah, machine gun, getting missiles. The middle missiles, and I only have 2 lock on, which isn't the greatest lock on. So how can I utilize the standard lock on? Well, standard FCS fire control system has a fairly fast missile lock time. There are a few others that are faster than the standard one. So if I want to get a double missile unit, that would actually throw out more hurt. Do a lot better job too. But the only ones I can really apply that to are this one and this one. These are vertical, these are forward directional. They both have fairly slow firing time though. You gotta actually think like, what's a fast shooter, what's a slow shooter, what does this damage, what does this outcome? And you'll find yourself, if you try Armored Core, you'll find yourself like getting like lost in it. It's a very addictive thing, because once you get past the growing pains, as I like to say, of the controls and how to dodge stuff, you'll really learn how much fun it can be to play this game. And I strongly encourage anyone who could possibly try this game to experience it. You know what? I'm gonna do something a little unorthodox. Going hover. I don't want to sell the boosters. I like those boosters. Hover legs will give me faster movement. Hover legs can sort of glide. They don't become glass until like Nexus and Last Raven or Nightbreaker. They become high heat and hover legs in general don't have a lot of armor. But what they do have is drift. All right, and there's one thing I will say that is really good in Armored Core is drifting. All right, if you can drift, you can dodge bullets. All right, and in Armored Core, the hardest thing to do is dodge bullets. Why would that be important? One might think. Well, you're in a lot of firefights, and you might not have time to actually restock on supplies. Armored Core canonically will just throw you in a lot of times before even resupplying into a second mission stage, or throw in a new variable that's going to be a lot more intense. It's going to require a lot more firepower, but it's also going to dish out more damage. You have to, think like, how can I make a nice roundabout set to survive? What will keep me going for the next day? These are the thoughts. You gotta have the random thoughts. You gotta always think on your head at every moment. It's the moment you stop. It's the moment you consign your fate to pure randomness. And there is no coming back. None. Alright. Ah. Fine. Alright. So, if any of you who are long-term Dark Souls fans, like, want to actually try Armored Core, want to get it, I recommend it. I urge you to try it. Because a lot of your other contemporary players, your fellow peers who've also played Dark Souls and Elden Ring and whatnot, have also played this game. Are starting to play this game. Because you guys are asking, what is Armored Core? And rightly so, because you guys aren't familiar with it. You're looking for familiarity. There's nothing wrong with that. I recommend that you try every Armored Core you can. You don't have to beat him. You just gotta play him a bit. Just learn. You might find one you might like. You might be able to beat that one. And that'll give you the go, that push to try all the other ones out. You know? In my opinion, it doesn't matter where you start in Armored Core. How you progress. How you grow that matters. If you allow yourself to stay small in Armored Core, you will have a hard time. You're going to say that the game's crap, you're going to hate it, but really, you're limiting your ability to learn from mistakes, to grow. Armored Core has a very tough teacher. If you give it a chance, if you try to learn from mistakes, have consequences, mind you, you will become a better player. You will enjoy this. You'll start looking at missions like, okay, I don't really care about the moral implications. I just want cash to make a build. And maybe that's the dark thing Armored Core does, but look at that. From the start of the video, I used the build I had already. I lost. I changed my build because I thought, alright, this is my situation, this is what I gotta do. I gotta adapt. I won. You can do this. You can play any Armored Core as long as you adapt and take a moment to step back and say, why didn't this work? You will win. And I am grateful that there are more Dark Souls players that are actually trying it out. I haven't, like, I can't tell you how long I've been asking for that, you know? It's been a while. Ah, man. Can't tell you, but most of my memory card is actually full of, you know, my actual PS2 memory cards. I still have no idea how to hook up a PS2 to a computer. That for whatever reason, eludes my mind. I gave up that notion a while ago, actually. I just couldn't figure it out. But, I'm so grateful that people are actually trying it out and actually looking for the games and looking at how to emulate it. I recently made a video on how to, like, make the emulators work for Xenia. Because it's not the actual Xenia emulator that had issues. It was like the actual config files for Xbox that the Xenia had, which were only unique to the Armored Core discs. You know, there's always a little bit of information. I just want to make sure that everyone can try it, you know? That's all I ever wanted. I want people to try it because for a long time now, Armored Core was sort of fading into obscurity. A lot of people would hear about it and be like, it's a Gundam? And man, it would tick me off. I mean, like, I love Gundam. I've played a lot of Dynasty, okay? But I also played an old one where you would sort of be like in the 1 year war. And that one was fun. I remember bringing it to college and I remember being like, wait a minute, you have this Gundam game? And I'm like, yep. We were playing as Jim Grounds, going around and fighting. The one thing that made me laugh all the time was that Jim Ground had like this wave animation to be like, hey, come on, with the shield. And I'm like, why is that a button? You know. I've played a few Gundam. I played most of the Armored Cores actually. I haven't played the mobile one because that was a Japan exclusive, and I'm an American, so much like my European contemporaries, we have not touched the mobile Armored Core only for Japan, which is annoying because Japan gatekept an Armored Core from us, but it was on phone, so I mean, not too bad. I mean, it was a BlackBerry. I mean, come on. What's the thought that there was an Armored Core, clear from the Armored Core 3 universe, that you could play on a BlackBerry? Okay. All right. There was a time when you could play Armored Core on a BlackBerry, and I was like, I really want to try that out. I don't mind. So glad people are actually trying out Armored Core. And Armored Core 3, I'm seeing people in the Dark Souls community trying out Armored Core 3 more after like having a hard time with 2. And they're like, oh my god, 3 is so much fun. I really loved 3. 3 had a lot of good memories for me. Armored Core 2 had a lot of fun where me and my brother butting our heads together. You're like, no, this is how you fight. No, this is how you fight. 3 was like, oh man, the graphics are so much nicer than 2. It's more story. We got more factions. The corporation wants us to do missions for them. The actual Ravens group wants us to do stuff for them. It was nice. It was like, there's so many new elements. And I gotta say, like, if you think an old Armored Core game has no relevancy, it does, because its story elements that are implemented in previous Armored Core games are always brought back up every now and then in the new Armored Core games. There's a bit of story elements in 3, in Armored Core 5, where the corporation has AI robots. In Armored Core 3, the controller made the corporations make all its AI drones, and then Silent Line, the Silent Line region was taking all of the AI drones made by Mirage under its control. In 5, they figured out a way to have the AIs under their control, but when the corporation failed, those AIs are still running rampant in the quarantine and the infected region. Like these elements, these common themes, right? These common themes, they never throw them away. They always bring them back in some way. And I actually looked up something recently because I saw a guy post about it, but apparently there's a steampunk Armored Core for the GameCube at one point, which I still question, because I saw its MT model, he said, supposedly, and I was like, looks very strange. But, I haven't looked that far into it, so I still feel like the GameCube having Armored Core on it, kind of I'm not going to say no, but at the same time, I'm going to say, never experienced it, don't really believe it. For all I know, it could have been used custom 3D model. But Armored Core is a fun game that sort of fades to obscurity because of the whole time skip where like From Software was literally not going to make any more Armored Core because Dark Souls became popular, and they introduced Dark Souls, I think, like right before Armored Core 4, and that's why some people don't know about Armored Core, is because Dark Souls overshadowed it. And that wasn't a bad thing, it was just people just didn't want to actually think about, like, statistics and the mech's design and what parts did what. It was a simpler game where you actually had to, like, pace your attacks. You had to, like, watch things. That's not a bad thing, it's just a different game style that more people were enjoying because it was new and fresh, and people liked the lore because, it was a game at the time that had more story, and games at the time didn't have a lot of story. So when FromSoft made Dark Souls, and it had all that lore, it became popular. The Armored Core sort of became a fading memory with its limited story. But you might say, why is that important now? Why is it not important now? I ask you this. The Dark Souls players who started trying out Armored Core, why do they like it? Why do they like it so much? Is it from the shooting? Is it the challenges? Or is it that it's a different experience, but still a good game because it was designed smartly? No, smartly is not really, it's an icky term. I didn't like that word. It was designed intelligently. Alright? You have to balance your mech's design. Your design has to be fairly loose and fluid. It's got to change for every circumstance. You have your presets. Alright, that's what these others are. These can be your other presets. You know, they only increase it to 5 presets and Last Raven. What else am I trying to remember? And then they made the presets actual designs. They just started calling them designs in Armored Core 4 and 5. And you can say it, and they have a number of presets, you know, for any mission or situation. But the buffs, the ways, how things work, the movement, the changes, what part did what affected what. These all are tantamount, are important, are crucial to Armored Core. You can't do anything in Armored Core if you don't understand how
the
part reacts.
If they're doing what they can, Mirage's forces.
And anyone worth their salt will always try it out in a test first, or maybe in an arena. I mean,
combat system engaged.
so it's like if I had to make it
The survey team needs assistance.
Comparison.
Hurry up and find them.
It's like you've got a new sword in Elden Ring, alright? You want to see what that thing does, how it hits, what damage it does. Got any stats effects. Try it out, you want to see what it can do. Everything swings differently, everything does. Armored Core, almost every FromSoft game has had that. Your gameplay changes the situation. You know, some guys are more tankier than others, can't face them head on. In Armored Core, there's multiple ways to face every target based on your build. So right now, I'm a very fast gliding thing. I'm a hover unit. Hover units are extremely fast on water.
Raven, cover us!
If you look at the bottom of it, I got a
Survey
giant
team identified.
steering fin at the
Make
very
sure
bottom.
they get to the escape point.
Over there!
Alright, now I'm away from the survey team, and I want to get close. My build has this. It's called the Overthrow. Oh, fuck.
Survey team destroyed. Return to base.
Well, I just burned that
Mission
mission
failed. Combat system disengaged.
because I didn't protect my target. Okay. Well, this is a learning experience right here. Negative impact, negative income. The difference between Armored Core 3 and 2, or 1 really, is that when you fail really hard, you can get your Raven license revoked. You don't get Human Plus. You have to earn Human Plus. Because in 3 and up, they made it a 3 to Silent Line. No, not Silent Line. Last Raven. They made it a part, an optional part. Yeah, I wanted to actually see if I got that. I've never actually felt that mission. That is a first. No, I did not get the extension. Dang.
The survey
Now
team,
the
they're
consequence
doing
of
what they
this
can
is
to
that
hold Mirage's
I'm going back
forces.
to it again. Okay. And because I failed it once, I'm probably going to lose a mission that was posted up as an available option.
Combat system engaged.
Armored Core, there's a consequence. In Dark Souls and Elden Ring,
Hurry up.
you consequence is you got hit harder and you probably died. You lost your soul, essence.
Move it! We need help now!
In Armored Core, you lose money, you lose a chance at other missions.
AC part acquired.
Cause and effect, buddy. Cause and effect.
Survey team identified. Make sure they get to the escape point.
Over there!
There we go. So glad. So glad people are actually trying this out, you know? Games change with the times, and it is a good game. It should be popular no matter what era.
Reinforcements are closing in.
When a video game fades into obscurity, that's a crime, in my opinion.
Stop him!
Alright.
We made it. Thanks for the help.
Alright.
Mission complete. Combat system disengaged.
So I hope that if you guys have enjoyed my whatever I've been doing, my explanation, that you should always try out something no matter what. I mean, that's just general common sense, but if it's something old from a series or a beloved developer, give it a shot to see what they became from. If it's a good game from the past, it's probably going to be a good game now. And that you should never be afraid of something because you haven't heard of it. You know, you might find out it's really interesting, it's neat. Who knows, you might like it. You might hate it. But at the end of it, it'll be an experiment. An experience you'll remember. Everyone remembers games they hate and they love. And, oh boy, do I remember Armored Core. I also remember other games too. But I'm not going to talk about them right now. There's one thing I will say. There's so much information out there that playing it should not be an issue. And if any of those people who play Dark Souls watch this, thank you. Thank you for giving us a shot. Thank you for showing interest in Armored Core. You know, not because, you know, it's the year 2023 and, you know, all of a sudden the thing that they mentioned, that an Armored Core 6 was going to come out, Fires to Rubicon, that you're not looking into it because of this, but because you had interest, because you wanted to know what Armored Core was, how it plays, what it looks like, what are the quirks. Really? And that's right, I didn't do the thing. New game. And hopefully we get a friend character, and only a few of the Armored Cores get a friend character. And this one's Light Seeker, and 3 was Apple Boy. Apple Boy. What a character.
Earth here to...
I love those cutscenes, man. They don't make cutscenes like they used to. But with FromSoft, oh, they're gonna.
You know the drill.
No matter what.
This
No matter
mission
what
will test your
technology.
abilities. The test is simple. All you have to do is destroy all MTs that have entered this region.
Oh yeah, that's right. They didn't introduce the skip button
Should you
until
succeed,
3.
you will be registered as a Raven
So,
in the arena.
yeah. That's the thing.
If you fail,
You
you die.
Yep.
I'll accompany you as an observer, but only in that capacity. Keep this in mind.
Let me at him, Chief. I'm ready.
Here they are. Time to see what you learned on Earth.
System engaged.
Go straight along the road and clean them out. Headed your way. Take him out. Piloting abilities are impressive. Congratulations. From now on, you are a Raven.
Bada bing, bada boom. And if one thing I will say is that you can always expect there to be a very steep learning curve in Armored Core. The benefit of passing your first boss fight, which will be, ironically enough, your intro mission, is you'll learn how to play. You'll learn how to fight. You might just get the skills to keep you alive. I played this enough, and I know I have pretty strategy from past play experiences. But I know how to build an AC at the start. That'll get you far. Very simple to move and shoot. Alright, this is Light Seeker. He's going to be the first person to want to be canonically your friend in Armored Core 2. You never get to kill him in any mission. He never gets to assault you. He's sort of like your friendly arena companion. He like occasionally, every now and then, sends you a message and just talks about the profession with you. You know, sort of like a work buddy. But you never actually see or like hear. You know, you get to meet after you have your arena fight, and that's about it. AI you see nowadays is a lot more advanced compared to this one. Certain moves and shoots, it's not that reactive. He has a certain movement pattern, but his movements will change based on your direction. There's no timing, there's no alert. Right. I heard talk about the max guy in an alert system for the Fingerprint Strike. Well, when I think about an alert system, I think about the operator warning you when something bad is going to happen. Like, the cannon is going to charge and fire in your face. You know, they might say like 5-second countdown between shot. There might be a radio blast of energy like Armored Core with the Answerer. I mean, that's... Armored Core... Some attacks you can actually like are telegraphed, and other attacks are just pure DACA. Some are reactional, based off of the AI coding, but you can't expect every attack to be timed or be able to dodge, because Armored Core is mostly gunplay. And you know, there are Dark Souls players who try to get Armored Core 6, and they, well, they don't experience any of the older Armored Cores, or like they have none at all, or they decide, why should I play that? I'll just play the new one. Well, you're gonna have a rude awakening, and you're gonna learn the you suck philosophy that Armored Core teaches very brutally. Alright? Armored Core can be a very cruel mistress if you don't try to learn her ways. If you don't respect them. And you know, maybe that's not for everyone, that's an issue, but it can be really, really, really painful. So I'm going to pull up the Answerer fight, because that's a tough one. This is the Orca mission, so you'll understand what I mean by the telegraphed attacks in Armored Core look like. Because I think, generally, you guys should know what type of telegraph attacks are, and how they differ compared to Dark Souls. And I could probably pull up the Armored Core 6 video and show you why that one with the giant blade legs is a telegraphed attack. That blade snap was, but not the shooting. And that's pretty typical for Armored Core. Like, there'll be like one special move or like two special moves they'll do that are telegraphed that you'll hear about. Alright, so let's go to the Answerer. I want to do normal. So later mission. No. No, not there yet. That's Cradle. Here we are. The answer.
This is Maximilian Thermidor.
God, I love From Software's cutscenes.
Your target
Best
is Answerer,
cutscenes
a high-tech
ever
arms
developed.
manufactured by the Interior Union in Omer. The Answerer is bristling with the latest Kojima arms tech. It is considerably stronger than other arms forts you might have encountered. It's a deadly foe. The battle will be hard, but if you are successful, we will move right into the final phase of the closed plan. Malthul and I agree. You're the only one who can pull this off. This is the end game. We're counting on you.
And I could have skipped that cutscene. That's the difference between past
Commence
Armored Cores
mission.
and new Armored Cores.
Destroy the arms fort Answerer. They must be using a massive amount of energy to keep this thing afloat. Start your attack run now. Hit it wherever you
Alright,
can.
there's Hidaka.
Destroy the outer shell. It won't hold up too long. We can bring this thing back down to Earth. Massive amounts of Kojima energy emanating from the core.
That's his telegraph attack right there. It's radial. It charges.
The Answerer is bristling with Kojima weaponry.
There's his telegraph
Make
attack.
sure to accomplish. Combat damage at 70%. Enemy assault armor is nearly recharged.
There you go.
There's not much
There's
time.
telling you that the attack is going to come back again. Get you to escape. Without damage beforehand by taking a lot of damage.
Good, it's working. Continue the attack run. Enemy escape heat down 90%.
In Armored Core, when you get hit by a telegraph attack, it's some serious mojo.
Enough, so that's it, huh?
And like that, you fall down to earth. Because in Armored Core, when they telegraph an attack, it's in. You don't avoid it. You don't dodge it. You're dead. I can do the same thing with Mother Will. Its attacks are literally this main cannon coming at you. All right. If you stand still or you slow up and get shot by it, oh man, you are going to be toast. And it telegraphs it. It literally changes its firing intervals. Yeah. Let's do this. High impact penetration rounds. Just so anyone knows, I didn't use white glint to destroy it before. I just hit attack. No, that's not the one I wanted. These are not the droids I'm looking for. For anyone who knows that reference. And later, I said they just pasted
Destroy the
in a
arms
previous
fort
video
Answerer.
buildings. These are literally the same buildings, all put at different depths. They just... I really hope it's like
They must be
5.
using a massive amount of energy to keep this thing afloat. Start your attack run now. Hit it wherever you can. Destroy the outer shell. It won't hold up too long. We can bring this thing back down to Earth.
I'm using the falling to help me drift and glide into place. I avoid the giant telegraph
Massive amounts of Kojima
attack.
energy emanating from the core. It's attacking with assault armor. Get out of there now.
Gotta take every boss seriously in Armored Core.
Answerer is bristling with Kojima weaponry. What are they trying to accomplish? Combat damage at 70%. Combat, I should have known better.
I got too greedy. But as you can see, there are telegraphed attacks in Armored Core, and there are non-telegraphed attacks. Let's see. I actually want to beat that
Commence
now.
mission. Destroy the Arms Fort Answerer. They must be using a massive amount of energy to keep this thing afloat. Start your attack run now. Hit it wherever you can. Destroy the outer shell. It won't hold up too long.
Kojima missile. Oh my lord. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
Emanating from the core.
And
It's attacking with assault armor. Get out of there
there's
now.
the telegraph attack. Move in, dodge missiles, hit.
Good, it's working. Continue the attack run. Enemy assault armor is nearly recharged. There's not much time.
Run away, run away, run away. I'm still in it. I'm in hit.
Enemy assault armor is nearly recharged. There's not much time.
Alright, I dodged.
You're knocking the Answerer off balance. AP down 70%.
Alright. Directional. Fin destroyed. Destroy next directional.
Not much longer now. The Answerer is plummeting. Watch out!
And like that.
Combat damage at 90%.
You defeat an Armored Core boss with a telegraphed attack. Because in Armored Core, they have a predictive movement when they do a telegraphed attack. And if you don't pay attention to that movement, you will get hit with it all the time. Let's see.
Confirmed. The Answerer has been destroyed. Mission complete. So, this is the beginning of the end. You think it'll be easy?
Nope. Never easy. Defend the Terran defeat network. Let's see. Let's defeat the Special Orca Armed Fort unit, and I'll explain how these have a telegraphed attack.
Commence
These
mission.
things use a
Eradicate
high
the
intensity
enemy arms
blade,
forts. The
and it
enemy
glows
has melee
first.
combat potential. They're equipped with several large blades.
but it has a very obvious weak
They'll
point.
cut through those makeshift buildings.
See,
like
there it
paper
is.
mache.
It glows and
Don't
moves.
rely on them for cover.
It can move in any direction, and it has these
Oh,
smaller
I neglected to
ones.
mention this, but your support has been completely wiped out. So don't hold anything back. Destroy the whole city if you have to. Easier said than done.
And they have guns too. This glows the blade, and they swipe to strike like that. Large ones and small ones. They hit. Oh man, they do damage. And you can die to these things really easily if you underestimate them. You see, there it's telegraphed it, and then it's moved it to try and hit you. You have the initial swipe, And you have secondaries. And a tertiary blade gives you a small window to get in there and hit it at the weak spot to kill it. There's the telegraphed attack.
Confirmed. Arms fort units have been destroyed. Mission complete. Nothing phases you, does it? Hats off to you.
There we go. I just hit AC test, didn't I? That's not what I wanted. Alright. Let's see. Let's take away primal armor, eh? Primal armor rectifiers, okay. Alright. I've never used the interior rail cannon. No. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, I'll put on some rockets. Why not? Go crazy, right? Now, let's see. I have not touched the sign. So what happens? You have an AC, alright, that in Armor Core 4 doesn't have a lot of armor. It's fairly lightweight, but has good primal armor stats. Alright, you upgrade the primal armor. You have high bullet reflection. This also makes you reliant on your primal armor or your KP, or Kojima particle output. So you want to increase that, so you have good regeneration. Increase your energy capacity for normal energy, your energy output, high for regen. You look at your KP output, you can like go, whoop, yeah. Say you increase your boost. Through there. Through there. Increase the lock speed. Boom, look at that. Now we go into assembly, because old design, gotta check the parts. It's set for fast-paced combat, okay. KP. Really good KP, but not the best. Output's lower on this one, but it has better capacity. Maybe like Aquavit. Yep. Ain't that a B? Let's check our stabilizers here. Okay, we're not stable. There you go, stability. Like this already. Let's see. What is... No. Let's see. What other arms, what other big bad has telegraphed attack? Oh. Cabricon. Does Cabricon have a telegraph? Yeah, I guess the Cabricon does have a telegraphed attack. Let's talk about the Cabricon.
Commence mission. Destroy the arms.
The Cabricon is a giant moving chainsaw for all intents and
purposes.
purposes. And telegraphed attack is, it has a giant blade in front of it, relentlessly pursuing you.
Wait, this isn't over yet.
This is the thing it also does. It telegraphs that it's about to do something unusual. With a cutscene. Okay? This is the least telegraphed thing ever.
Their numbers are insane.
Because you see a giant saw blade in
We
front.
have to take all of them out?
Alright, that's probably gonna be the thing. That's gonna kill me. Nope. Oh, no, it's not. Ooh, man. And
this is GA's arms.
it's really got very little after that.
Your position. Give us a little time.
Psst. The cavalry, huh? Looks like they knew about the situation. They just left us in the dark. You hear that? They're coming to reinforce us. Hang in there.
Oh boy. I may have chosen my main weapon poorly. That's okay. I just gotta dodge all these shotguns
We won't arrive on schedule.
on this clearly not so televised attack because they're DACA.
Reinforcements have entered the combat zone.
Kept you waiting, huh? Commencing attack. Good work, Link.
Oh boy. Every weapon has an armor penetration and a PA penetration rate. how far it is or how well. But their penetration is only doing 168. If I didn't have my PA turned up, I would have been made Swiss cheese. That's why I had defeated this mission before with a weaker build. These missions will always be tough. But once you've gotten really far in any armor core, things become easier. Just move and shoot. And you have to manage your energy. You gotta be mindful of that always. Now you're always limited by how much you can generate. I have a heavy blade and a heavy gun. Oh no, where's the giant chains? They're gone. The gun I'm using is Kurosawa. It's actually a testament to one of the older Armored Core developers in the original games who died. It was named after him. I don't know, it's one of the most seminal things in a video game I ever thought was really cool. And yet they make the most powerful weapon and have its immediate drawback be like a high energy demand. Oh, I only got one. Alright. Come on. There we go. Staying out of range.
Warning, you are leaving the combat zone.
It's not a land credit GA sends. Wait, what the? I never seen them do that. Come on. Come on, it's only one of you. You can come down here. Come on. Come on.
All targets destroyed.
There
Mission
we go.
complete. You're even better than I thought.
Oh. Perish the thought. But not every enemy in Armor Core will have a telegraphed attack. Or a attack that I can jokingly call a telegraphed attack. Because, you know, that one's literally the funniest one. It's literal telegraphed attack. It's its literal face. If you go in the chainsaw in the front of it, you take damage. Let's defeat the Spirit of Meadowville.
I'll tell you about your mission.
This thing's literally a sniper.
Destroy the BFF arms fort, Spirit of Motherwell.
It's a telegraphed
First,
attack.
the VOB will let you quickly close in on the target.
It's big
This is
bullets
real
coming at
high-speed
you.
Combat. You'll need 100% focus. Warning, you are leaving the combat zone.
You can just dodge them.
VOB nearly depleted. Prepare for normal battle maneuvers.
You get hit.
VOB depleted. Purging. Those cannons will rip you to shreds. Focus on evading their fire.
Ooh boy. Oh no. There we go. Oh
Good.
boy.
You're in. Remember the briefing. Take out those cannons. If our intel is right, that should take it out in one fell swoop.
Fire at Block 5!
You're making good progress. In any case, the mission is all we've got.
Fire at Block 8! Block 4 is on fire now! The main shaft is taking damage, we can't control it!
It looks like it's working. This is your chance. Take it down.
Alright, I'm gonna hide in its leg for a minute. Alright. Like that, I destroyed the launch tube.
Main shaft is overheating! Temperatures are out of control! It's no good! It won't hold! All hands! Prepare for ground
And like that,
World's breaking apart!
I have won.
Confirmed. Mother Will has fallen.
That's it.
Mission complete.
Dodge the telegraphed attack.
Now you can really
And
call
once you get in
yourself an
close,
elite
it's
mercenary.
dead. And Armored Core 6 is going to be bigger, it's going to be more complicated, and there's going to be more crazy mayhem. Kaboom. That just looks so good. And that is how it's done. So no matter what, treat every chance you get with Armored Core as a chance to further your gameplay, your experience, whatever it might be. There's normally more ahead of it. There's always something else to learn. And if you're someone new to this franchise and you want to figure out what it is, watch a couple of my videos, or search out the game yourself. I made a video to help you get it for Xenia. Tons of people have done it for PS2 emulation. Maybe I'll make one on that. Yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed this. Thank you for staying around if you stayed this long. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate my subscribers, and if you want to subscribe to this, hey, that's you, man. I'll appreciate it either way. Thank you for your time. The Silent Line NK signing off.